What's up guys, Steve here with Fish On. Please shoot me a thumbs up, share and subscribe, and let's see where we're fishing today. Thanks for tuning in.
That's so cool. A baby perch. That is awesome. It's a multi-species day now. We got a yellow perch. That is so cool. These are delicious to eat, and this is too small to eat, but it's a multi-species day now. That is awesome. Today, I am wet wading Berthoud Reservoir, home lake, local little lake. Got the fly rod and a 2-inch garland, kind of shad minnow. There are apparently yellow perch in here and crappie. I've caught a couple bass and trout out of here, but never attacked it like I'm going to attack it today. This would be great for a hand launch kayak or belly boat, but I'm just wet wading. As you can see, it's algae covered. It's very shallow. So something like this, we're working just the edges of the algae, right on top of the algae, at any edge. You find any spot to throw that's like at the edge of the algae, they should come out and hammer it. So targeting largemouth bass, but we could catch about anything that's in here because of what we're using. And what's kind of unique about this show is we got the 8.5 foot 5-weight fly rod with a lure. So anything heavier than this probably just wouldn't be good with the fly rod, but I'm fishing a lure that you would normally use with conventional tackle and spinning gear on a fly rod, because why not bring them in on the fly rod? So just something simple that you guys can do. So this ought to be a really fun one. Fish at the boat ramp. Shocking. Shocking, right? Always fish boat ramps. I got algae, I got rocks, I got the boat ramp, this structure. And that's actually one of the bigger ones. And I know it's nothing to brag about. First one I'm actually gonna lip like you're supposed to with bass. Pretty fish. Always fish a boat ramp like this at Berthoud Reservoir. You're only allowed to, this is not usable, you're only allowed to hand launch crafts here, like kayaks or belly boats for fishing. So you cannot take a trailer down this, but definitely gonna fish this right on the edge. Just to give you an indication of how bad they want this. This one bit it 15 times. Then it was covered with algae and it was right at my feet and he still took it. But then again, I guess at this size, they're not terribly bright, are they? But yeah, no, it was covered with algae and it was at my feet and he still wanted it. And maybe someday his larger brother bites it. Look at the, you guys gotta come out here early morning or evening with the surface popper. How well would that do? Another edge here, like literally you can just about bet anything that you're gonna get a fish on this cast. And that was, I stripped twice. I mean, I stripped twice and he was there. It's pretty simple fishing. And there's another one. That's awesome. Stalking bass with lure on a fly rod. That's what we ought to name this one. See if I can pull a second one out of the same hole. Oh, I had a hit. I think I got the same fish. I have no idea when this is stocked or what's going on, but like this might be one heck of a bass fishery in like 2, 3, 4 years. Inlets, outlets, boat ramps, and dams. It's like the 7th fish from the dam. And there's another. Beautiful baby largemouth. Fish on. I mean, yep. If it's a size record, it's smallest ever. But that's also about 25 bass in one day, which you're never going to complain about. It's fun. World record bass. I mean, world record small, but still a bass. Took the little tiny 2-inch garland swim bait, soft plastic minnow. Sort of like the brook trout episode that I just did on the South Fork of the Michigan. Oh, another one that just buried. I just yank him out the weeds. Yeah, just, you know, very similar size fish to the brook trout. But I just never complain when you catch several dozen fish. And anytime you get into largemouth bass like this, it's just fun. I mean, it's just fun. Work the front side before I walk through it. Fish. Fish. It's just awesome. Oh my gosh. It's just fun. I don't care what size they are. When every good throws a fish, it's a good time. Fish on, baby bass on. First one foul hooked? No. Just bottom of the side of the mouth. There you go. Another. Oh, we got a perch. That's so cool. A baby perch. That is awesome. It's a multi-species day now. We got a yellow perch. That is so cool. These are delicious to eat, and this is too small to eat, but it's a multi-species day now. That is awesome. Yellow perch at a Berthoud Reservoir to mix it up with all the tiny largemouth bass. Spot here to throw. Hit the edge of these weeds here. Wading in again. Fish. Just like that. After his big brother, but he's still fun. Another largemouth bass, although it's small. See ya. Get bigger. Catch you next year. Little guy. Yeah, another world record. But a bass. Baby. That's all I'm getting with this 2-inch garland. But usually I use gulp minnow, but it's fun. Little tiny largemouth bass. So yeah, show you how thick this is. Obviously, really even like a non-weighted streamer would work too. I might even switch to that, but like something, even without a bead head, just something super light to keep it above these weeds and let them come up and hammer it. Or anytime you're between the weeds. There's a beaver. I don't know if you guys can see that. A cute little beaver 30 yards in front of me. Another fun reason to get out in the water and just see stuff. Gotta go and wrap this one up, but how awesome is that? To catch a yellow perch, go multi-species, and that's why I use these small soft plastic. It just brings every fish in any lake or river in play. And I mean, it actually says crappie on the package. It's a crappie bait. Some of you guys use this for crappie, but nobody told the 35 largemouth today that I caught that it's a crappie bait, and that soft plastic just pays the bills. So but this throwing a lure and stalking bass on the fly rod was fun. That was a snag, not a fish. But yeah, get out and try this, guys. Different way to think about it. Lure on a fly rod and catch just about anything that swims. So hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Thanks for watching. You know, a little better one here. Still small, but better. And I think this one's going to wrap up the day. So yeah, I hope this show gave you something else to think about. Throwing lures with the fly rod. Again, you wouldn't want to go bigger. You could go smaller, but you can't go bigger. When he came off, and that's going to be just fine. He wasn't that big.